Malum. In a world of remakes, reboots, sequels, and requels, Anthony DiBlasi gives us a reimagining. And while I use that word a lot, it is unique in this context. You see, DiBlasi has reimagined his own very successful horror movie. What's more, The Last Shift came out less than 10 years ago. The two films have nearly identical synopsises, and the characters have the same names. Still, wasn't sure what to expect, so I watched The Last Shift before I watched Malum. I watched them back to back, and having done so, I would not recommend that you do so. And I'll tell you why. It's easy to get caught up making a mental list of the film's differences. And I've even seen a couple reviews that are basically just that. So let me just tell you emphatically, in the world of Malum, the events of The Last Shift never happened because that world no longer exists. Malum completely encapsulates The Last Shift, except for the ending, which is different. Now, I've never said this about a movie before because I don't think there's ever been a situation quite like this, but Malum has essentially made The Last Shift obsolete. And it's kind of a sad thing to say, especially when we're talking about art, but it's true because Malum is more than a reimagining, it's an upgrade. And, I'm using words like obsolescence and upgrade. We normally use these terms when we're talking about technology, but the metaphor still holds. Malum is like this year's iPhone, and The Last Shift is last year's. This has everything that one had and more. A lot more. So it's still kind of sad when I think about it, especially, all of the people who put their efforts into The Last Shift, which in this case seems almost like it's being creatively erased. But hey, I guess that comes with the territory when we're talking about a reimagining. But when the result is as good as it is with Malum, it's hard to be that sad because Malum is really, really, really good. The cult is terrifying. The mythology is sinister. The gory practical effects are top-notch. And as opposed to The Last Shift, Malum's ending is wide open for a sequel, which I honestly hope we get.